Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have UK artist Kelsey Bovey with us. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Doing good. So, we're going to start this off with the hardest question ever. Who is Kelsey?
Well, I'm a country pop artist. I guess that's the easiest way to describe myself musically. I like to write songs that can relate to other people because I think that's kind of what songwriting is all about. So I write about my love experiences, my breakups, my mental health, my bullying, anything that has ever happened in my life. I've probably got so bad. So if I've gone through something, someone else has, and if I can write a song that helps one person, then my job's done to me. But this is me as a person. I stumble my words a hell of a lot. Probably gonna hear that in this. But I'm always down for a laugh, and I think that's the best thing. I think the best thing is to be chilled, laid back, and just kind of let life happen in front of you, and aspire to be where you want to be, and just work hard. That's kind of my life, I guess.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So do you find that, like, your songwriting, do you find it very therapeutic for yourself as well?
So much. I mean, I started writing the first song, which was called Define Me, and this is all about my bullying experience because it's so common these days, which is horrible. But I know that it's such a common thing, and if I can write a song that helps somebody else who's going through similar things and how I got through it, then job done to me. But when I was actually writing that song, like, all the memories came back, which was not fun to deal with, but it was kind of part of the process. Like when you go through like trauma or anything that's not nice, then the way to get over it is to actually deal with it. And for me, that was to
Did we freeze?
Yeah, you used to froze on me, so I wasn't too sure I was just sat here quietly.
I think we all froze.
Yeah, I don't know if we've lost Kelsey though.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. Hold on.
yeah, I find I'm really therapeutic because when you go through trauma, like the way you process it and then what I dealt with it, I feel like I can write a song in the most authentic way possible because I wanted to write about life and how I did to help else. And if I didn't write an authentic place, then to somebody else might not mean anything. I just write a song that can reach people emotionally and just help somebody ever in. I wish I had a song like this when I was going.
Yeah, that's the thing though, isn't it? I think nowadays, because bullying is it's scary everywhere. I think it's even worse on the internet. But I think if people are bringing out songs, other people can see how they dealt with it and experienced everything. We can help and hopefully to get rid of that. But to bring up each other going forward. So, tell about your EP that's in April.
Yeah, it was a couple of songs that I wrote in team, which is always fun. People expect songwriters, if they've been locked away, they can like write and write and write. To be honest, it was really difficult for me because inspiration thing, like, was kind of when I was like, I want to write. I was coming out with like lock quarantine, Luke Cove, 6 feet apart, that kind of. I was like, I like I tried to write a song, it just wasn't. So kind of sat down, thought about my past experiences, like, okay, what can I draw from them? And something that people have dealt with in not health issues. So one of them's on the EP, 30% Spirit, and it's about your own health and thinking away the, which is something that I don't recommend. It can downward spiral very, and the same define me, like if I can write a song experiencing skills that I've, then it can help me. And main song, but then the other two songs on the EP are very different. But another one which was the lead single from that EP, it's kind of like your Barrett style cup song, your kind of thing. I wasn't like, sometimes writing is have to be in the moment. Like I've been in relationship, happy, I am, but then you think back and like I'm gonna write a song, you know, just kind of feel like write one. Or even if your friend's gone through a breakup or family member or anything like that, they've gone through a break, then a song for them. And the final EP told me that song is kind of like your standard Kelsey loves. I write a lot of them if you're sick. I just think love songs are so much fun. It's the emotions which I love, and the main topic of song I listen to the most. So I think if I then hopefully else will.
That was awesome. I love it. I must admit, your music reminds me of the sort of country music of the 90s. You know, it was you know, it's upbeat, it's fun, it's easy to listen to. I do find some country songs that you have to really listen to the lyrics to understand what's being told sometimes, but you know, your music was just easy to listen to, it was fun, but I could still understand the story and stuff behind it, so I absolutely loved it. It was just sitting there playing all day. I was like, yeah, I like this is good. This is awesome. Yeah, absolutely great. You're gonna ask a question?
So everything froze again. That was good.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, is she gonna ask? Is she gonna ask?
Well, go. Just FYI, we just froze again, or at least partially.
Fine. A partial freeze. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's cool. Perfect.
No.
So, tell us about some of your heroes, the women who have inspired you to do country music or just music in general.
That's such a hard question. I mean, I could go on forever and ever about all the women that have inspired me to get into country music. I mean, the first three that I can remember: Dolly Parton, Shania Twain, Taylor Swift. They're the first three that I grew up with and absolutely adored. I mean, Jolene and 9 to 5 was on probably every day when I was growing up. Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, list goes on. That was always on repeat. And Taylor Swift was my favorite artist when I was, I don't know, like 5 to like 12. Well, still is now, to be honest. But when I started writing music about 10, I want to say, it wasn't great, but I guess that's what gets you started. Taylor Swift was the biggest influence for me. I know she writes her lyrics so authentically. She's quite simple with her lyrics, which I quite, as you said, like, is easy to understand. And as a young girl growing up, like, you don't listen to the songs as much for the lyrics. You just kind of listen to it because you think it's a good song. And I think that's kind of what I wanted to portray when I started writing my first song. But for now, it's kind of shifted a little bit. I mean, they're still like always in my heart, but now it's kind of moved on to the more country pop gals in Nashville at the moment. So Mara Morris, Lauren Elena, Kelsey Ballerini, list goes on. Gabby Barrett is a massive inspiration for me too. I just think all those women are so proud to be women, just want to tell their story and just hope other people listen. And to be honest, they just write great music, to be honest. Like, I'll just put it on in the car and just kind of like just go. And like, if I'm having a bad day, you know, just put on some upbeat country and, you know, you're happy as Larry, really. But yeah, I have to say, like, there's so many different ones, but they're my main ones for now.
That's an amazing choice.
Okay, one question I have to ask from an English person. Country music, okay, it's probably one of the harder fields. I know it's country pop, but it's still not the easiest field in the world to...
Definitely right. Well, to be honest, it came from so many different angles. Like, growing up, Taylor Swift's country, like, when a bit older, moved into a stage, but I was still had a massive love for the country side of things, and I think everyone really loved her as a country artist. Now, when it moved to pop, she kind of got a bit quieter, and then she's obviously reimagining her old albums, and I think she's just blowing up again. So I guess the audience is speaking for what they want, and I'm definitely with them on that. My brain's just gone to mush, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What was the question again? My brain is literally just going... Sorry.
Why country music in the UK? Country music is not the most popular.
Thank you. As I said, Taylor Swift growing up was everywhere in the UK on country music, and when I was going through school, Taylor Swift was everyone's favourite artist, and she was definitely mine. Obviously, growing up with Dolly Parton, Shania Twain, Taylor Swift, massive influences for me. But it wasn't until I started songwriting and I didn't realise that all the country music that I was actually listening to was influencing that. And it's not until I met an artist and songwriter called Danny McMahon. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. He's amazing. And he owns a studio in Bristol. And I was out doing some recordings and stuff. And I played him my songs, and he was like, "What genre do you think you fit into?" Before I started singing, he was like, "Oh, I didn't really know, because I didn't really like define myself. I just kind of like to write songs, and that was it." But as an artist, it's obviously important to define your genre. So I played like a few songs, and he was like, "You're definitely country pop," and I was like, "Okay, I'm okay with that because I absolutely love the genre." So, and then I started going to a lot of country gigs, meeting loads of different country artists, and I was like, I fit right in. I'm absolutely loving where I am. But I think it just came from so many different angles, and like I don't know why I didn't see the signs before, like screaming at me. But you know, I got there eventually. Here I am. Yeah, I love it.
That's perfect.
I think it's great that, like, you're saying that everyone loved Taylor Swift, you know, back when you were in school and things like that, because, you know, it's amazing to see someone globally like that bring people together across, you know, nations and world, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, and I think one thing that she's absolutely amazing at, as I said, is her songwriting. And I think she's written so many songs, like Mean, for example, like about the whole bullying topic, and like someday I'll be living in a big old city and all you're ever going to be is mean. Like for me, growing up, that song was massive for me. Like obviously I went through all the bullying thing, and like I think in school, you feel like everyone's just looking at you, and you just kind of want to fit in and impress everybody, but like you don't really need to. Like just be yourself, and like you. If they don't, you know. And I think that was a massive thing for me, and I'm glad Taylor Swift was that person for me, and I think she was for so many people.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
It is true. When you're young, you try to fit in like that, and as you get older, you're like, yeah, whatever. I'm just me. You just learn to be yourself.
Oh. Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest thing, isn't it? At school, you want to be like everybody, and I was never, because I was well into Reba McEntire, and I was so far out of the genre from everybody else.
Yeah.
So, but. Yeah, it's definitely the hardest thing in the world. When you're at school, you just want to be like everybody else. But you know, the older you get, the more you realise, you know, you don't actually want to be like them. You want to be, you know, you want to be you. But that must be the hardest lesson in life to learn, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we've gone down there. Let's come back and have some fun. Yay! So this is our fun section. This is our 20 questions plus one. I still didn't work on the name, but this is the fun. These are quick fire. We get to know you as a person rather than just the music. And yeah, we get to enjoy the answers.
Maybe 20 crazy questions plus one.
I'm excited. It's going to be good.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, are you ready for this? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Oh gosh, neither.
Middle of the day kind of person. I love that. It's so funny. My fan. If you could be a member of any sitcom or sitcom family, what would you be a member of?
Oh my gosh. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. No, I'm joking. Friends.
That was a great answer.
That's a great answer, yeah.
Friends is amazing. Yeah, just go with that.
Friends is cool. And Mickey Mouse, remember? Make sure you say that, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. If we had look on your computer or your phone or your whatever holds your music, what would be your guilty pleasure music that would be hidden?
Disney music.
I
I mean, it's not really a guilty pleasure because I think everyone loves it, but
should not love Disney. Okay, what's the weirdest, sweetest, or funniest thing a fan has ever done for you?
oh my goodness. I don't know. Gosh, this is really hard. I mean, I had a few gigs recently, and like they kind of like sold out a lot of my CDs, which I guess is the sweetest thing ever. And I did a gig last week, and I think about 20 like 7-year-olds come up to me wanting me to sign their posters. So I guess that's the sweetest thing.
That's so cool. I love that. Okay, boots or heels?
Boots.
Favorite drink?
Gosh, hot chocolate.
What about alcoholic?
Oh, Malibu.
So cool. I had a friend when I was younger, and all she drank was Malibu. She used to drink little bottles of them.
Fair enough.
It's addicting.
Okay. And the way we smell is, what is it? Is it coconut or something? Isn't it?
Coconut.
Coconut rum, yep.
Okay. What's your favourite holiday?
Oh goodness. Is in like seasonal or like destination?
It's up to you. It's however you interpret the question. Most people answer sort of, season, but it's up to you, really.
Christmas. All day long.
What's your favourite animal?
Oh gosh. A baby bear.
Aww.
I love them.
Cool. Okay, if you could add someone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why? It can be anybody. It doesn't have to be political. I would probably stay away from political. So anybody you want to add, who would you put up there?
Oh gosh.
I think we all avoid political.
Yeah, we should hide away from that one.
That's such a hard question. I really don't know.
We can always put Taylor up there, can't we? We can put Taylor and Dolly at either end.
I think we have Dolly, Taylor, and Reba up there right now. So we're redefining all Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, they're probably the most popular.
Yeah.
You have to put Taylor in the middle and Dolly and Reba on the outside because of the big hair. We went from the 80s and the big hair. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Got it.
Probably go to the bottom of the mountain, wouldn't it? Like for the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, straight away up. Yeah, the whole of Mount Rushmore will be taken over. That's awesome. Okay, what was your first concert?
Oh my gosh. One Direction. Not a bad one.
Nice.
Direction is awesome.
What is your favorite color?
Pink.
What's the best thing since sliced bread?
Ooh, cheese.
That was quick. I love
It was.
that cheese. That's awesome.
Is there a specific type of cheese or?
Cheddar. I mean, that's as basic as it comes, really, isn't it? I love putting in camembert too.
Camembert is just the best. But it's
Easy.
so healthy.
If you talk to anyone, alive or dead, who would you want to talk to, and what would you want to talk about?
Freddie Mercury, because he's just amazing. Talk about, gosh, I don't know, how amazing he is.
I would love to know how he came up with Bohemian Rhapsody.
I know. I know.
Where did that come from?
That song is iconic.
It is.
So if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Working with children, I think. I've worked in nurseries in the past, and I absolutely love children. So that'll be it.
That's wonderful. So if you were a Disney character, what character would you be?
Oh wow. Probably Rapunzel. I think she's just absolutely amazing. She's like so independent, like when she actually gets out of a tower. She's hilarious. I think she reminds me of me a little bit. I'm a bit like scared of the world sometimes. And I think she just kind of takes the plunge and just does it. And I think I need to learn something from her.
That's a great answer.
Great answer. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh, I love chocolate orange. I think it's not like your traditional kind of Neapolitan style, but I
we'll go basic vanilla. There you go.
That's definitely a different flavor. I don't think we've ever heard that one.
No.
So, what's your favorite snack?
Chocolate. I'm trying.
I see a chocolate theme here.
Yeah, there's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
I'm so bad for chocolate. I mean, I try not to eat as much as I want to because, to be honest, I probably eat about 10 bars a day, and that's not very good. So,
Yeah.
I try to stick to one or none
One or
a
none.
day.
That's good.
Was that one or none?
Lockdown was not good for that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, hypothetically, if I came to you and said, I need to hide a dead body, do you know a good place?
My gosh. In the river? I don't know. I never thought about this before.
You don't think about this. You're a country artist, don't you kill people off all the time?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Ellie and Taylor really do kill people a lot in their, songs. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably the river. I don't, or a lake, or like push them out to sea. I don't know. We'll go with that.
If you can swim back to shore, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye.
So, what would be a good theme song for your life?
Oh, good question. Oh my gosh. That's such a hard question. I've got so many songs in my head, but none of them are actually right. Let It Go. Just say that.
One from Frozen.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll say, was there another Let It Go?
Well, I don't know, just in case. I had to be sure. I do like fist punches. Let go of quarantine. There you go. Yeah, that's awesome.
No. I'm feeling a little frozen here now. It's like I gotta go watch it.
Have you seen the theme? There's a chocolate or Disney theme we're on here.
That's kind of my life, to be honest.
So tell our audience an album, an artist, or even just a song that they need to listen to before they die.
Ooh, my favourite song at the moment is by a girl called Riley Roth, and it's Stranger. That's like my favourite song at the moment, and it's absolutely amazing. She's great. She's not as big as she should be. That's what I'm going to say.
Riley Roth.
Yeah.
I should come check her out.
Okay, after you look it up, send it over to me.
She's amazing.
She was writing it down, so I'm like, yeah, just send it over.
I'm writing it down so I don't forget. I've got all these names everywhere that I need to write down. I forget them, you see. I'll go to sleep and then I'll be like, what was that name again? Okay. Last question.
Okay.
The plus one. The plus one's the important one. It's in red light. It's in red writing as well. So that's how important. Who is your favourite CWC host?
What's CWC?
Crazy Women Country.
Oh, Right, sorry. I just see you on Instagram with Crazy Women Country.
Yeah. I either need to change the question or I need to change, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what we are.
Oh, you can't do that to me, can you?
We do it to everybody.
What did they say?
Well, most of them plead the fifth, or
Or
suddenly
they vote for Tigger or one of the dogs, or Oh, Tigger's the cat who's not outside with me. She's inside the motorhome. So yeah.
I'm gonna go for the Jack Daniels behind you.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels win. Woo! Yay! Jackie to vote. I'm gonna put a tally up.
Right?
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, tell us, what's the rest of 2021? What are you doing for the rest of 2021?
Very busy. I've got a few shows coming up. I've got my first headline show in London on the 21st of October, which is really exciting. And I'm pretty much gigging every weekend now, which is amazing. I'm so glad that it's all back to normal. Not only originals, I'm doing some weddings as well, which will be really fun. So I've got quite a lot lined up. In terms of new music, it's coming soon. That's all I can say.
Cool. Make sure you come to us.
I will, 100%.
We look forward to it for sure.
Perfect. Yes. I'm really excited about that now, actually. Even more excited about the new music.
I'm excited for the 20 questions next time, see what's changed.
Yeah, they're going to change.
Yes.
We're going to do this whole new theme of questions.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Really
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be awesome. But this has been fun. It's been so good to speak to you, and glad you could join us.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Thank you for coming along, and I know it's late there, but it's all good.
It's all okay. No worries, Phil.
Well, you are a midday kind of person, so it doesn't mean that, does it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it's midday. I'm in Oregon right now, so I'm all the way on the West Coast area. So yeah, it's midday here. So if that makes you feel better,
I love that. It's midday for Donna, and it's nearly midnight for me. So there you go.
Oh, where are you at the moment?
I'm in Spain.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know if
Nice.
it's nice. It's too hot. I might come back to England just to realise, what we've got here. But yeah, it's good. Love it.
our pleasure having you.
Thank you so much for being here.
And you're welcome back anytime.
Anytime. You're welcome back. Yes.
I will definitely come back.
Thank you, friends, for joining us for another episode. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.